Hi YouTube. In this video we'll talk vented clutch bells. Before we get too deep into this, I realize that the things I will explain in this video will go against what you have been conditioned to understand concerning vented clutch bells. I think it might help you to realize that I have owned and maintained over 40 clutch bells. Brands and makes such as OFNA, HPI, Reds, ProTech, Mugen, Serpent, X-Ray, TLR, Robinson Racing, JQ, Hot Bodies, Nova Rosa, Hobeo, Tamiya, and I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting. I have 8 vented bells that I've used, and I do not recommend vented clutch bells. Are they bad? No. Are there disadvantages? Yes. Are there advantages? Kind of. Let's begin. First, we'll rock an intermission.
Oh, I love it when you get funky.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Are you ready? It's story time. I'll tell you about girly pants.
I've hyped this story up way too much. It is what it is. Ever since I published my clutch tuning FAQ, people have asked me,
Who the hell is girly pants?
and more importantly, why was she wrong? Really, girly pants was your quintessential, prototypical flatline basher. And he was on that black ass forum. And of course, he was one of those guys woofing big shit. I was savages, doing this, doing that. But we never saw it. Not running, anyway. We saw pictures. Plenty of pictures.
Oh shit.
First, the name. Come on. Now, I was new to that forum, which of course meant that I didn't know shit. Someone came on the forum needing help with their clutch. They were running a buku. I was the only one on that forum rocking a buku. Additionally, I had worked with Dave Maslar, the designer of that clutch. I'd worked with him on getting it up and running at the Savage. Essentially me giving him feedback on what needs to happen. So I figured, yeah, fuck it. I'll help. I wanted the guy to be successful. And I spoke up. Yeah, man. Here's what I know. I laced him down. I noticed all the guys who typically woof a bunch of shit about any and all things got quiet. Normally they would just jab.
Jabbity jab.
So they just sat back and watched. Now, the guy I was trying to help, turns out, he wasn't a savage guy. By that, He came back and said, "Man, this clutch, it's too hard. Never mind." He'd only been in this hobby for a week. So that's when Girly Pants decided to speak. I guess he was feeling some way, because he came out and said, "That's why I don't buy these fancy-wancy, hyped-up internet shit." Then he said, "There. I got it off my chest." So I just responded, "What are you talking about? Get what? Off your chest." But I was thinking, besides that bra you're wearing. But I didn't say anything. Yeah. Then I explained that Buku is one of the most respected clutch manufacturers out there. And then Girly Pants said, "You're not as good as Integy." So I started explaining how I disagreed and how Buku was superior. You know, they have more tuning options. Their shoes are more consistent. Lighter flywheel. Clutch doesn't need to be removed to tune it. More tuning options, etc. I continued to explain how, since Integy was the only clutch he had owned, he probably just couldn't appreciate it. Girly Pants then said, "Well, it's not working for this guy." And I said, "Well, it works for me. So we can make it easy. I'll post up a video of my Savage with the Buku in it. You post up yours with Integy in it." He just said, "Keep overpaying for your items." I said, "Once again, let's make it easy. Post your shit up with Integy. I'll post mine up with Buku. This way, newbies will have options. Seeing is believing." He kept avoiding the subject, instead making weird-ass comments like, "I never heard of Buku. That's how I know it's crap." And then Jam Racer 1 decided to speak up. I can only assume, since my opinion went against the grain, he had to pipe in. He said,
"It's only his opinion. He's entitled to it."
and then remember, I laughed. And remember you said,
"What's so funny to you?"
and then I said, "Allow me
To elaborate.
Remember I said, well, you must have forgotten Jam Racer 1. About a newbie on here who asked a question. And that question was, is the F4.6 stock engine really that bad?" Or do you think people are just struggling with it? Remember, you said,
You sound skeptical.
and remember, I said, I'm just wondering if they're really better than stuff. And remember, you said,
Well, first, I recommend you do your homework before asking such ridiculous questions. Now, because you're new on here, I'll cut you some slack this time. Just remember, you need to read and learn what the experts on here have said about that engine.
and remember, I asked, just wonder why there are some on here who have not switched to a new engine. And then remember, you said,
Well, that's because not everyone on here strives for perfection like some of us, and that includes myself. You see, I wasn't able to get my savage and beast mode until I put that axial on there.
and then remember, I asked, can I see your engine in beast mode? And then remember, you posted a video.
Sounds like you got it right, huh?
And I responded, And then remember, you said,
What do you mean by,
and then remember, that newbie said, I didn't mean anything. And then remember, you said,
Well, I thought you were going to say something about my savvy. What I just showed you there is a perfect tune. Good luck getting your F4.6 like that. But if you ever do, let us know. We'd love to see it.
remember how within the hour, I uploaded a video of my F4.6 straight serving his axial. It was like this though. And the newbie said, this is what I meant by, You remember? Then you blocked me. And then I came back on, and I said, something happened to my account. But anyway, we were saying, and I got blocked again. Well, anyways, that newbie, that was me. Biatch. Anyways, back to Gruely Pants. He would basically wolf a bunch of shit when I wasn't allowed on the forum. But I would show up and check his ass. And guess what? He wouldn't say shit. I get banned. He talked big shit. I check him. He wouldn't say shit. We continue this cycle. But the best part is, I'd catch him on other forums using the same corny ass name. And I'd say, hey man, we never got to finish our conversation. Remember how you were saying that Integy is better than Buku? Remember that? Then he would just leave and never come back. Savage, natural artist, universe, all this fucking stuff.
because after getting bitched up, he was never heard from again. L's. Take your beating and move on. And then you have people like Jam Racer 1, Olds 97, LSS, frauds. Real life frauds. What a con. And the new spin-off of this show, Jam Racer 1 is wrong. Coming real soon. Beyond.
Back to Vented Bells. I believe I went a little bit over on the intermission, so we'll go ahead and do part 2 tomorrow.
Well, we'll lay down the real shit.